Okay, it's probably my last video for the night. Okay, it's time for that awakening, folks. Gonna go to Isaiah chapters 29 and 30. And chapter 29, and it said, it's in verse 14. Therefore, behold, I will do a marvelous work amongst this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. And woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord. And their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Okay? Well, guess what? A lot of the systems and things that's around are just being revealed. And people are getting angry. People are being educated. They're becoming aware. All right? And down in verse 18 it said, in that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness, and the meek also shall increase their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off. Okay? And so what do you see? There's these explosions of awareness. People are just not laying down for it anymore. Some people are taking more violent approaches. Again, I don't condone it. I'm not here to incite violence or riot or anything like that. But awareness, yes. I will go over to chapter 30. And this is really important. This is right here. This really rings of where we are right here, right now, with the possible economic hardships we may face. Okay, I'm not saying that it's going to happen after some fiscal cliff. I'm not predicting anything. But if and when things get hard, I refer to these verses here. This is chapter 30, verse 20, and said, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left. Ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver, and the ornament of thy molten images of gold, and thou shalt cast them away as a menstruous cloth, and thou shalt say unto it, get thee hence. Then shall he give the rain of thy seed that shall sow the ground withal, and the bread of the increase of the earth, and it shall be fat and plenteous, and in that day thy cattle shall feed in large pastures. Wow. And then it goes on to say, moreover, the light of the moon shall be as the light of the sun, and the light of the sun shall be sevenfold as the light of 7 days. And in that day the Lord bindeth up the breach of his people, and healeth the stroke of their womb. Wow. And behold, the name of the Lord cometh from far, burning with his anger, and the burden thereof is heavy. His lips are full of indignation, and his tongue as a devouring fire, and his breath as an overflowing stream shall reach to the midst of the neck, to sift the nations with the sieve of vanity, and there shall be a bridle in the jaws of the people, causing them to err. And it just goes on and and the Lord shall cause his glorious voice to be heard, and shall shew the lightning down of his arm, with the indignation of his anger, and with the flame of a devouring fire, with scattering and tempest and hailstones. I don't know, that sounds like some serious solar activity and everything else. But did y'all hear that in verse 20? The bread of adversity, and though he gives you the bread of adversity and a water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, and thine eyes shall see thy teachers. Apply whatever words you want to, in place of teachers, but it's teachers. Meaning that people will wake up and become more enlightened and start to share. Okay, everything that a lot of these, ascension videos and things have been talking about. No more will the truth speakers be hidden. Okay, they will be everywhere, and it may be the person you least expect. Okay, children even, and you'll be like, whoa. And it will come at the right time. right as we're eating the bread of adversity and drinking that water of affliction as times get hard. So, although things may get hard, we will become better for it. And so when the adversity and affliction is over, we learn to appreciate the new world as we get here. Okay? And, won't complain as much as we have before. Just like it says here in Ecclesiastes chapter 7. It says, chapter 7, verse 3, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. And so after the hardships, we will all be better for it. Those who choose to be better for it. The others will probably, just consume themselves in negativity and fear and trying to hold on to what is, even though it's destined to go away. So it's your choice. Evolve, ascend, rapture, however you want to call it. Be on the right side of this thing.